And how did you start this charity? Who started it?
The foundation was started in 1986 by my mother and father at the time, and it was following the passing of my two brothers. I lost two brothers in separate sporting accidents, 8 months apart. And so it was at that time that my mom and dad said, let's form a foundation in their memory and create a legacy that will go on in perpetuity, that will continue to give back to the community. Prior to that, my dad was very philanthropic in the community. That's for 60 years he's been giving money to charity, and usually children's charities. And then when he lost his boys, he decided to form this foundation and do projects in their memory. So we've done several different projects throughout BC. A lot. We've donated to Children's Hospital, we've donated to the Neurological Center, which is now the BC Center for Ability. So we've raised a significant amount of money in the community. And then just recently, well, back in 2003, my dad had this vision for the Zajac Ranch for Children, which is our most ambitious and current project. We've invested about $12 million to date, and it's primarily a camp for kids with life-threatening and chronic illnesses. So it allows kids that otherwise can't go to regular camp the opportunity to go to camp. We have a 24-hour medical center on site, so kids can come and receive their medications or receive their treatment while they're at camp. Okay. And we have also volunteer doctors and nurses throughout the community and across Canada that come and volunteer their time while the kids are at camp.
And how does your funding, where do you, what is the system? Your funding comes and then how do you spend it?
Well, it all goes to the ranch. All our dollars right now is just focused on the Zajac Ranch for Children. So we raise money out in the community through events. We raise through corporations, and then we'll do some grant writing to other foundations that may be interested in supporting children's charities. We get less than 1% government money, so that's not one that we don't really count on that because it's very, very minimal. Most of our dollars raised comes from family, friends, colleagues, the business community, and some other private public foundations. When the money comes in, it primarily goes to either infrastructure at the camp, because we did have to rebuild the facility. So it either goes for infrastructure or it goes to support sending the kids.
Okay. And all these events that you conduct, what kind of events?
We do a couple of golf tournaments a year. We do a men's tournament. We do a women's tournament. We also do a gala every year, like a dinner. We'll have, we do a reverse draw, which is kind of a small little event that we do. It's Bob Hope Classic reverse draw. You basically win a chance to play in the Bob Hope Classic in Palm Springs. And then there'll be other little ones. Those are sort of our signature events, the ones that we do every year. And then we'll have little one-offs here and there. We also have other people in the community that will do events that support Zajac, right? So there might be a company that runs their own golf tournament and they'll raise funds to benefit the Zajac Ranch for Children.
Oh, okay.
Or there could be even, we've had campers that forego their birthday presents for camp, and they just ask the kids to bring a donation, and that's what that's their gift. That's the
So one time, how many children go there?
Last year we had 439 kids attend camp. This year we're hoping to bring it up to 500, and we can accommodate as many as 700 children every summer, just the summer, and then we'll have another few thousand that come throughout the year, the summer camp program.
Okay, and right, and does $5,000 mean a lot to the church?
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah, it does. $1,000 means a lot. Okay. And that's something else that's really different from us. Is, and not to knock any other charities, but for some charities, $5,000 is nothing, right? It just is but for us, my dad gets really excited. He jumps on tables when people give that kind of money, right?
Yeah. Okay, and what will you be doing with these funds?
Well, again, you know what, that would depend on how you wanted it to be allocated, right? You know, it's whatever where your interests lie. I mean, that could certainly go to support a minimum of 5 kids to camp, maybe more.
Okay.
You could select those kids, or we can find those kids for you and then let you know, here's the children that you've sponsored.
Okay.
If you wanted to purchase a piece of equipment, that's fine too. We can think of some things that might be a $5,000 value.
Right.
I mean,
anything
for us,
helping.
anything helps, right? For us, the campership is really the most important, but we recognize that not everybody wants to necessarily do that. They might want a piece of equipment specific to something, and that's fine too.